Welcome back to your destination for next level powerful machines. We're here to share insights into the world's most powerful equipment. If you're in search of modern agricultural machinery, you've come to the right place. Get ready for an exciting journey into their ingenuity. This is not just 14 wheat harvesters on parade. This represents one of the heights that agricultural progress has reached. Once hidden under the ground, these sweet potatoes come to light one by one, free of dirt and leaves, thanks to this harvester. Watch out, peaches! Your time on the mother tree has come to an end, cause here comes a harvesting monster. Picking cucumbers by hand is surely time-consuming, but this truck has proved how technology has been a crucial game-changer. These literal beasts play a monumental role during potato harvest season, especially on a massive farm that guarantees arduous manual work like this. It can take us up to an hour to handpick those juicy plums, but all it takes this machine is a few good shakes and all the plums will fall like a shower in a matter of seconds. Watch how this machine manages to harvest wheat and pull such a stunning performance on the massive field. This system of conveyor belt proves to be indispensable to gathering these ripe apples, all plump and intact. Collecting small radish is no longer a nightmare, but an enjoyable task with the help from machinery. When it comes to yerba mate leaves harvesting, this one-of-a-kind is the go-to choice for optimized productivity on the farm. No need to reach your hands for these grapefruit. This machine will make them fall and bounce like yo-yos for you. This self-built 3-row harvester is swiftly turning all the lavender into bales, leaving no flowers visible on the path that it passes. From clusters of tomatoes, all entangled on the ground, this machine picks them up and separates them from both one another and the dirt and leaves. Mechanics in Japan has invented an amazing tool to minimize the need for intensive labor on the cabbage farm. This mower is cutting triticale more smoothly than some of us shaves our own beards. Just watch it at work and you'll see why. This narrow double-incline cherry shaker is such a savior to farmers on cherry orchards on hot summer days like this. Look how incredibly fast this man is harvesting tobacco leaves. It's probably not an overstatement to say the machine finishes its job in the blink of an eye. This oxbow machine is huge in size, and its role to revolutionize citrus fruit harvesting. Look how enticing these ripe oranges are. The sun might be burning, but I don't think it can be hotter than all the red chili that this machine is harvesting combined. Such an efficient device on the field. These monstrous combine harvesters are blowing with such a force that it looks like there's a tornado in the middle of the air. Olives are so small that they can be undetectable, even at this distance on cam. But this machine makes sure that every single one of them will be collected. Once this giant harvester is in action, farmers can rest assured that all the beetroots under the ground will end up like little beads in its container. Swiftly, yet so accurately and delicately, this ASA lift top-lifting harvester pulls the carrots out from the ground, gives them a good brush, and trims their leaves too. Worrying that some of the fallen fruits will be left uncollected, this system for left-ground fruit harvesting will come to the rescue. If you ever wonder how your everyday coffee is made, you might be interested in how the coffee beans are mechanically collected in the first place. This robot named Sweeper is designed to help humans pick yellow bell peppers. Despite a humble speed, this invention promises more groundbreaking developments. The Krone Vendro rotary tethers can spread the crop so evenly and thoroughly that it looks like there's waves forming behind its path. With this harvester, picking almonds in this 30-hectare large plantation doesn't pose much of a challenge anymore. This groundbreaking invention has literally freed farmers in Japan from the toil of transplanting every single seeding. Instead of walking around the orchard to pick the grapes, now people only have to sit back and let this machine do the work. The robotic model designed for pear harvesting still has some room for improvement, but it's laying the groundwork for future breakthroughs. The 9680 Ford New Holland and Vandaco roller make the perfect combination for rolling emerged red lentils on this huge area. John Deere has proved itself a trusted name, not only in wheat harvesting, but also in the efficient cutting of sugarcane. Equipped with a single cutting blade of 230 centimeters and a semi-automatic filling system of 70 tons per hour, this Ortomac is the biggest harvester for corn salad in the world. Once a labor-intensive job, harvesting Brussels sprouts has been considerably streamlined thanks to engineering innovations like this. This John Deere rye harvester is doing its job so well that the crop vanishes on the path that it sweeps through. These machines are doing an excellent job prepping the soil for large-scale corn planting. This slurry applicator evenly feeds the soil with nutrition, so its fertility increases for the crops to come. With an automatic steering system, this 8-row corn cultivator drives at up to 15 kilometers per hour and is camera controlled for precise weeding. Has the task of spreading manure ever disgusted you? Rest assured, cause this spreader is the solution. This amazing machine picks up, stacks up, and loads the bale onto the ground as neatly as small cubes of Kit Kat. A harvester and a wagon of this size make for the perfect duo on large garlic fields when it's harvest season. Distributing digestate 2 rows of grapes at a time is absolutely feasible with this distributor, saving so much time and labor. Another development that has transformed the process of transplanting rice seedlings in Japan, making it so much easier. Lucerne grass is merged into these neat lines of windrows, all thanks to this smooth merger. This air seeder by Duncan has folding arms that can effectively spread the seeds and fold in when not in use. This self-propelled sprayer works professionally in orchards, with great agility in maneuvering at the end of the row. Onions scattered half underground all end up on a straight line after this machine passes by. With an intra-row cultivator system that runs on this level of smoothness, this machine can truly take weed management to another level. Keeping your corn meadow hydrated can't get any easier with this sprayer, whose arms spread like a giant bird's wings. Once a ploger model combined with an oxbow is in action, it's doomsday for our little green peas. This tractor not only pulls a tulip bulb harvester, it also carries a washing machine that gives our dirty bulbs a makeover before they are carted away. This herbicide sprayer can function 3 rows at a time, making it an ultimate tool on vineyards. This machine can bring all the gingers out to light, ready for next step harvesting. This system of conveyor belts allows farmers to carry cabbages into the container without having to move. Having a whole cafe garden to cultivate but too little time? This cultivator is the answer. Now that this system exists, all the flowers can be automatically processed and packed beautifully. Usually big enough to fit into our hand, these potatoes look just like gravel on this giant combine harvester by Wurzella and Sons Incorporated. Watching 5 wheat combine harvesters at work reminds us of the high technological progress has allowed humanity to reach in agriculture. All that the farmers need to do is drive this vehicle and let it separate the whole corn from the plants. It's extremely satisfying to witness plums getting harvested this way. The sound of the fruits falling against the tarpaulin is like rainfall. Once cut from the farm, these cantaloupes get gathered and moved to the factory where they'll experience deep cleaning. The onions that have been dug up are waiting for this harvester so they can bounce on its conveyor belt and jump into the whole truck nearby. Deploying this pea harvester on the field and you have little peas ending up in the truck like raindrops. This grand sugar beet loader with a hand to gather the beets closer in can suck and move them onto the truck in no time. Lawton's wild blueberry harvest has an impressive stat of harvesting 70 to 80 acres per day and filling a 400-pound crate in only 21 seconds. This cutting-edge system is performing its job with excellence. It's capable of accurately picking 44 mushrooms per minute. Each time this vehicle goes past a row of tea, its young shoots are cut evenly and blown into the container in the back. From being invisible under the ground, the carrots all come to light, stalks removed, thanks to this harvester. The conveyor belt attached to a tractor can greatly assist humans in picking and moving the zucchini without having to divert their directions. This machine is equipped with fast-moving tines and sharp rolling blades to pull all the radish out of the ground and cut the stalks. The shaking tines on this harvester ensures those little red juicy raspberries can arrive where they need to be in our collecting bin. Fish farmers owe it big time to whichever scientist that came up with electrofishing. It'll be impossible to catch this huge school of carp without it. If you've ever wondered how pure, raw wildflower honey is extracted, you might want to check this equipment out. Look how honey pours out of the tap. Humans managed to go from shaking the trees themselves for ripe pistachios to inventing machines that can do the same at the touch of a few buttons. After being harvested in the orchard, collected olives are pouring out of this tractor non-stop like rainwater. It's always such a joy to watch red, plump apples fall at the supremacy of advanced technology like this. The same combo of machines that was used for pistachios earlier is being used for cherries. Efficiency remains the same. The cutter on this harvester works like a fan's blades, drastically boosting productivity. This 4-row self-propelled machine can regulate the height of the cutting units based on the position of the flower, leaving your tobacco field perfectly trimmed. Despite the extremely wet and muddy conditions, this machine managed to continue harvesting. Modern tools like this giant seeder help farmers widen the boundaries that previously existed in agriculture. It's still mind-blowing to me how by only driving this machine through the vines, we can have streams of grapes pouring into the bins. This machine takes on 3 rows of broccoli at the same time, significantly reducing the time it'd take humans to harvest them by hand. Once the broccolis get transported to a processing plant, they are trimmed thanks to an effective and consistent automatic system. This cotton stripper has rolling tines that efficiently pluck those fluffy flowers off the plants. Not simply just tying the hay together to make a bale, this machine takes it to another level by shooting the bales into the back container, like a cannon. This harvester can work with such capacity that it feels like with each second passes by, hundreds of tomatoes are picked up and conveyed into the container truck. What a fun system of transporting collected kales! Want to pick the strawberries on the ground but too tired to stoop down? This equipment can solve it all for you. This reaper binder is one of the miracles that have ever happened in the rice fields, reducing time and labor costs by a vast amount. Arms swinging like a giant eagle, this machine cuts down on working time by watering multiple rows of plants at a time. Instead of using herbicides, this little machine cleverly uses heat to get rid of the weeds. Too many flowers on the same branch can lower the quality of future fruits. That's when little flower thinners with rotating tines come into use. A fascinating machine that turns raw materials into bite-sized food pellets for animals. With this rotary rake, you can be sure of the neat windrows that will be created after it's done its job. What a powerful assistant in the forest! This wood loader can adjust its angle and fold completely to allow for low-level passages. The sugar canes have to surrender before the power of this machine. They come in whole and come out completely shredded. This automatic slicer allows different types of fruits and vegetables to be cut into evenly thin slices at the speed of light. This dredging bucket is taking the grass out of the ditch with precision and elegance. The dried grapevine branches are crushed into pieces by a machine that can do so while moving directly between the rows. With a unique design, this grass cutter not only chops the grass, but also blows them into the container at its back. Manure spreading is a necessary part of farming. Machines like this help take on the stinky role for humans. Pressure is being used to suck the sediments on the waterbed by a tube and spread them out on the field by another. The rolling unit of this machine can push the hay on its path into one big, neat windrow. A compact yet effective model, this nut harvester is suitable for small-scale plantations or for picking up uncollected nuts from the ground. The nut bins on this one-of-a-kind invention are secured on the rear-mounted mulcher, allowing harvesting and mulching in a single pass. After getting precisely packed by this intelligent system, the cherry tomatoes are ready for delivery and consumption. This smart chicken feeding system reduces labor of farmer on poultry farm by evenly distributing the food into the pan feeders. This small harvester is only semi-mechanical, but it works well enough for picking berries in a small garden. This auto transplanter not only places the roots down to ground, but has parts to cultivate the soil right after. The dirty weeds in this ditch can be picked up swiftly by this ditch cleaner. This cultivator works perfectly among rows of tobacco, capable of cultivating 4 rows simultaneously. You can see how the chili plants have to give in to this chili harvester. Japan mechanicians always manage to invent fascinating machines like this spring onion harvester. Thanks a lot for joining us on this journey into technological progress in agriculture today. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts on the most impressive machines you've found in this video. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.